Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5. Starting at number 5. Zassenhaus Spire. Of all the mills we tested, the Zassenhaus Spire was the only one that we could use with both wet and oily hands. This grinder features a radial crank that rotates around the mill, making it much easier on your hands when you're pumping out a lot of pepper. The grinding mechanism is solid and produced consistent ground pepper, and we loved the precise coarseness settings. Our major complaint is that it's hard to aim these hand crank grinders, and the ground pepper made more of a mess as we used it than some of our other top picks. Professional grade, this high-end refillable pepper mill will elevate your home kitchen experience. Easy care: to keep the pepper mill clean on the outside, wipe with a soft, slightly damp cloth. Coming at number 4. Fletchers Mill Border. There was a lot to like about this gorgeous American-made wood pepper mill. It produced the finest ground peppercorns in the group. The mill only held about 2 tablespoons of peppercorns, but it was super easy to fill. It also has an impressive 33 grind settings, which are accessed by clicking the top crown nut clockwise or counterclockwise. The design is gorgeous, but the ridges on the top created an uncomfortable grip, and the pointy edge dug into our palms when in use. Easy to use and refill. The Fletchers Mill Pepper Mills are for novices and experts alike, anyone who wants complete control over the seasoning of their dishes. And whether fine grinds for fish, medium grinds for gravies, or coarse grinds for meats. Designed by Restaurant's international acclaimed architect, these border grill salt and pepper mills were specially designed by the Restaurant's internationally acclaimed architect, Josh Schweitzer. At number 3. Cole Mason Derwent Pepper. If our winning pick is out of stock, you won't be disappointed by the Cole and Mason Derwent. The stainless steel and glass mill had one of the largest capacities in the group, fitting almost a half cup of peppercorns at once. It was also easy to fill. The top conveniently pops off to access the peppercorn chamber, and the spindle stays firmly in place as you fill it. The mill also features 6 precise coarseness settings that make it easy to know exactly how fine or coarse you're grinding before you get started. It created precise and consistent grinds, and overall we found the mill to be comfortable, quiet, and efficient. 5-inch Derwent Gourmet Precision Salt and Pepper Mills bring a modern steel style to your table with a sleek acrylic hourglass display. The pepper mill uses premium, hardened carbon steel millworks to bring user-friendly spice control to your table with 6 distinct settings, from fine powders to coarsely sliced and ground gourmet chunks. Style. Number 2 of my list. MANNKITCHEN Pepper Cannon. The MANNKITCHEN 32144 Malawian Kwacha's Pepper Cannon is a newcomer to this product category, and it comes with some bold claims and notoriety. For starters, this recycled aluminum pepper mill raised almost $2 million on Indiegogo and over $1 million on another platform by claiming to produce more pepper than the typical mill. So, of course, we had to test it to see if it lived up to the fame. If price isn't an object, the MANNKITCHEN Pepper Cannon is the way to go. This pepper grinder has a smaller, more compact profile than most of the pepper grinders we tested, but it made up for that size with a gigantic punch of pepper with each grind. While the pepper grinder is quite heavy, it didn't fatigue our hands because of its efficiency. This black metal pepper grinder also looks great on the countertop, and it has functional design features, like clicking a button to open and refill the grinder and a bottom cover that keeps ground pepper from spilling out while not in use. And number 1. Peugeot 23485 Paris. We fell in love with the Peugeot Paris as soon as we picked it up. This wooden pepper mill is simple but sleek, and it looks great on the countertop or at the dinner table. It wasn't all about looks, though. The wood also feels great in our hands, and the size felt right for both large and small hands. When we filled the mill with peppercorns, we loved that the top screw was large enough that we wouldn't accidentally lose it on the kitchen counter while we filled. The opening was also wide enough to add peppercorns without scattering them around, and the mill's 1/4 cup capacity is more than sufficient for most home kitchen uses. As a bonus, the finest grind was small enough to fit through the holes in a fine mesh sieve. When it came to comfort, we found no issues. The twisting top was comfortable to grip, and the wooden base had grooves that fit into our hands perfectly. It wasn't the fastest pepper mill in the group when we cranked out a teaspoon of coarse pepper, but it also wasn't the slowest. More importantly, it produced consistently sized ground pepper every euro, and didn't fatigue our hands as we used it. Add in the fact that Peugeot's grinding mechanism is made with case-hardened steel and comes with a limited lifetime warranty. Put it all together, and this was a shoo-in for our pick as best overall. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.